Greetings. What's up? Welcome. Good evening, man. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I hope you guys are doing all right. And
All right.
sorry about that. We're gonna do a little audio check before we start. We might be back again tonight. Okay. There's somebody DM me about Oren and Orson and that there's supposed to be this special on KGET at 10 p.m. Eastern. I haven't been able to find anything about that. Let me see real quick audio. Welcome. Okay, good. We're good. But if they do that at 10 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back. Okay, because it's like a 30-minute special. And I'm thinking it might be a good way to recap on that story and maybe introduce an audience to that if possible. Sorry for the delay too in starting up. I had an issue with Facebook. Yesterday I tested out Facebook. Today I'm doing it again. Last minute, like everything else, there were some issues. And so like at the flip of I don't know, whatever you want to call it, I had to figure it out, but we got it. We're good. What's up, Facebook? Brandy, hey, how you doing? Christine, what's up to YouTube as well? Thank you. Appreciate you guys coming by. We're going to be talking about a little bit about this 3-year-old girl that's missing. There's not that much information yet. The police spoke on it, the San Antonio police. There's like a 7-minute audio. Some of you maybe have seen that. I haven't seen it yet. And we're just going to read a little bit of information. And supposedly she was at this park. And I'm just kind of like, when I first heard about this, it reminded me of like so many other stories because she was at this park or playground in the complex, I think. And her mother supposedly walks away for I don't know how long. She comes back and this 3-year-old is gone. And I feel like I've heard that story so many times. It's unfortunate. We can't do that. We just can't, I'm not blaming or whatever. Of course, whoever did this is the horrible perpetrator, whoever did it. But like, we just can't, this day and age, we just can't. We just can't do that. I think of Dulce. Who's the Dulce? So forgot her first name. The missing, I think she was 5. Dulce Maria Alves. That scenario, maybe some of you guys remember that. The mother took the kids to the park. I think she had some siblings. She was sitting in the car and she let the Dulce go with her sibling and just disappeared, gone. To this day, still not found. And that whole situation and story is super weird, almost even sketch. Then we have Cupcake. Oh my God. Cupcake McKinney. Cupcake was like her nickname. Some of you might remember that. That's a long while back story that we covered. And that whole situation was a mess. And that was at a park as well. And we actually, with that one, we saw the video of the girl at the park and the parents were kind of a mess. That whole situation was insane. So I get flashbacks sometimes when I hear stories like this. Let me start out with this. By the way, thank you again so much, guys, for joining. What's up, Momo? Sean, my Melody, Jim, Jen, Rhonda, Emma, Lisa. And if you guys could hit like too, I'd appreciate it. We might be coming back, like I said, at 10 p.m. So this stream is not meant to be long, just a little impromptu. Then you guys know what's going on. We can talk a little bit about this story here with Lina Sadar Khil.
Last night, and I don't know how much of this you
pause that for a second. And the video, the project that I've been working on, it's been sitting over 22 hours. I'm waiting for YouTube to approve it. If it's not approved by tomorrow, I'm just going to put it out. So that's why it hasn't come out today. I had a couple people ask me about that. All right. There's a picture of her here. December 20th, 2021. The San Antonio Police Department is seeking public assistance in finding a 3-year-old Lina Sadar Khil. Lina was last seen Monday between 4 to 5 p.m. in the 9400 block of Fredericksburg Road. If you have seen her or know who she's with, please call SAPD. Okay. That's just kind of the brief synopsis before we get in and start. Missing person was last seen on the 9400 block. She, let's see, Missing person that has straight shoulder length hair that was last seen in a ponytail. Missing person was last seen wearing a red dress, black jacket, and black shoes. If you have seen her or may know the whereabouts of the missing person, please contact the San Antonio Police Department. The other thing too, before we get started, it states here they believe she may be in grave or imminent or immediate danger. And it says there both parents were cooperating with the investigation, and that officers were going door to door in the neighborhood to inquire about the girl. The SAPD has also asked for the FBI's assistance in locating the girl. And there's her description. 4 feet tall, 55 pounds. She's white, straight hair, shoulder length brown hair, brown eyes. Last seen wearing a black jacket, a red dress, and black shoes. So I liked, we're going to do that after. I like the audio better on this video.
Good morning.
I'm going to stand here. Is that okay with this so I can record? Yes, that's fine. Yes, everything's preliminary. Are we ready? Okay.
Everybody ready? So I heard Officer Pernetta just mention that everything is preliminary, but let me say it again officially that everything I'm about to tell you is preliminary. It's what we know right now. It's what we're doing right at the moment, and that is subject to change as the investigators and the agents that are assisting us from the bureau get deeper into the search. So last night, and I don't know how much of this you know already, but last night, somewhere between 5 and 6 o'clock, a little girl, 3-year-old girl by the name of Lina, who happened to be wearing a black jacket, a red dress, and black shoes, was playing at the playground, being watched by her mother. Her mother left for I'm not sure how long. When she came back a relatively short time later, the little girl was gone. She was missing. The family reported it to the police about 7:15 last night. So we have been at this search since then. We have, and I'll get into a little bit of detail in a minute, but we have every available asset in the police department working on this case right now. We've asked for assistance from the FBI. They have sent us a number of agents to help us in the search. We are going door to door in every apartment unit in that complex, and there's just under 300 apartment units. We have officers checking cars going in and going out, recording license plates to make sure that we understand everybody who's coming and going from there. We have an Amber Alert. We've spoken with DPS, and they've okayed an Amber Alert because of the, I'll use the term suspicious nature of the disappearance and the length of time and the concern over that. We have officers going around checking for video that may show us who's coming and who's going from the complex and may shed some light on what happened to the little girl. We are going to set up a long-term command post at USAA in the event that this thing goes beyond today. We had the helicopter up looking for the little girl, Lina. I mentioned that we checked the video. We're checking for everywhere for video footage that may help us determine where she may have gone. The second phase of this will be to spread out to the any apartment complexes that are nearby, and anywhere nearby that's of concern to us. We will search that as well.
Well,
so we are sparing no assets, no resources in trying to find 3-year-old Lina, who again is missing since last night.
Were you able to find out from the mom how long she was gone, how long she left the child alone?
No, but there were other folks in the playground with their children, and we're trying to identify all of them. And so far, we've identified most of them, but there still remains some folks to be identified. But she wasn't left alone by herself. There were other folks in the playground as well.
I was told by
And that's the thing that's kind of interesting about that. If you just heard that she wasn't left alone, I guess there was other kids in the playground. So, you know, was she specifically targeted for a reason, or she just happened to be the person, the interest of that person out of all the kids that were there? And, you know, does the person know her personally? Is this a personal thing, you know?
So last night,
that there was a language.
already, but last
My bad,
night,
hold on.
somewhere between 5 and 6 o'clock.
This article keeps playing, but I want to use this one and then show you some of the video clips from the other one.
Barrier, mother maybe didn't speak English or what. Is there any kind of international, angle to this? I mean, are they national language or international?
I don't know that, but the language issue is not a barrier now. We've located some folks in the department and with the FBI that are able to speak the language, so that is not an issue right now.
What language?
I don't know. It's a
dialect of Arabic.
It's a dialect of Arabic, a dialect that is not very common, I'm told.
Is the playground in the family?
Sorry?
Are there other children in the family?
They have 1, 2.
1. 2.
Is the playground fenced in, or is it just open? Like, what's the entrance?
No, it's open within the complex, but it's not a very large playground. It's rather small and confined to the inner boundaries of that complex.
Chief, will you be searching other units, or have you searched around already?
We are continuing to search every apartment unit in that complex. So we continue to do that, and once we finish that, as I said, we'll spread out.
As you're searching, has everyone in those units been cooperative? Like, are they allowing you?
Yes, yes, they have.
Has the mother been cooperative?
Pardon?
Has the mother been cooperative?
Yes, but and let me add that if anyone has any information on 3-year-old Lina, the number to call is 207-7660. 207-7660 is the number to call if you have any information. That goes to SAPD's Missing Persons Unit. But, and I'll finish with this, that this goes on 24 hours a day, what we're doing right now. And we will continue this until hopefully we find Lina. But we are not stopping at the end of the shift. We're not stopping, waiting for other people to come in. This will be continuous. We've got a command bus set up over there, and we'll continue to do this for the long haul if it's necessary.
You mentioned the mother. Is there a father?
Yes, there's a father.
Where's the father?
Pardon?
You mentioned the mother. Is there a father?
Yes, there is, and their state is what you might expect of a parent whose child is missing and has been missing for some time.
Do you know why those people are dressed in hazmat type suits going on right now?
We're searching dumpsters. We're searching everywhere that may be a possibility where we could find Lina. So, and dumpsters, unfortunately, is included in that.
Now, we noticed that you've been searching trunks of cars that are exiting the complex. Are you also searching people that are entering or exiting by foot?
Yes, we are stopping everyone. Nobody comes or goes without talking to a police officer.
Is there any evidence that she wandered or that she may have been taken?
We don't know.
And no luck with the canines which you had here last night?
No.
Thank you.
we
Thank
have
you.
any other updates, we will definitely be sure to send them to the news desk. What we're going to try and do is get you guys an update before the 4 p.m. newscast for you guys, and then before y'all's 5 o'clock. And if there are any major updates prior to that time, we'll be sure to update you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right. So, okay, couple things. Well, let me just. I believe this is like the apartment complex. I think some people were wondering about that. Kind of like what the front, I guess, looks like that was set up out there. This girl's 3 years old. I kind of like this picture that True Crime Discussion and Missing Persons posted. Let me get a bigger view of that. Okay. £355 right here. Oh, we're gonna talk about the Blackout challenge too. So I think Sonia, I forgot who mentioned it. Somebody mentioned it. Some girl died trying to do one of these TikTok challenges. So when we're done with this, we'll get to that too. We'll talk about it. She was last seen Monday around 5 p.m. And supposedly, I believe the guy at the press conference said that the parents reported it, I think around 7. Okay. That there was other people there. Well, kids, really, not, I don't think adults. It kind of makes you wonder, what are all these other people leaving their kids there? I don't know if like maybe the park, you can see your kids from like your apartment or something like that. And so these people are like watching their kids from inside the apartment. I don't know. But man, it's not even safe. It's not good to do that these days, man. It's just too much going on.
But first, at 4, San Antonio police are desperately searching for a missing 3-year-old girl. An Amber Alert was issued overnight for Lina Sadar Khil. Police say she disappeared Monday afternoon from an apartment complex off Fredericksburg Road. Chopper 5 is live over that apartment complex right now, where police are continuing that search. Eyewitness News reporter Sarah Duran joins us live now with the very latest on this investigation. Sarah.
Sharon, thank you.
Officers are continuing to door knock nearly 24 hours after that toddler went missing at this apartment complex. Take a look behind me. Check out this scene. Not a lot has changed since we first arrived earlier today. Police are stationed here at the entrance, as you can see, checking cars and questioning drivers going in and out of the Villas del Cabos apartments. They are looking for Lina Sardar Khil. The 3-year-old vanished just after 5 p.m. Monday and is at the center of an Amber Alert. She was last seen in a red dress, black jacket, and black shoes. She is 4 feet tall with brown hair, brown eyes, and a light complexion. Police say she was at the playground. And
yeah, I see some people talking about the age and the height and weight. That is kind of weird. That doesn't match up, right? My daughter's 5 and she's not even 50 pounds. I forgot. I last weighed her. I think she was close to 40 or 40 something, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, definitely not in the 50s. And she don't look like that. Like she's 55 pounds. Just from look, she looks like a petite girl, you know? So I don't know where all this information, it's kind of weird, huh? You see on the website, it says 55 pounds too on the San Antonio government website. I don't know. That's kind of weird. That is weird, huh? She don't look 55 pounds.
inside the complex with her mother yesterday and other neighbors. For a short time, the mother left the playground, and when she returned, the toddler was gone. Since then, officers, even the FBI, have been combing through every single apartment.
Somebody said language barrier. Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, maybe, but that's pretty important. If that's the case, they should try to get some sort of clarification and fix it if possible, and update the websites if they can.
Unit, car, and amenity for the little girl.
We have every available asset in the police department working on this case right now. We've asked for assistance from the FBI. They have sent us a number of agents to help us in the search. We are going door to door in every apartment unit in that complex. And there's just under 300 apartment units.
300 apartment units. They been going door to door.
Anyone with information about this.
Let me see. There were some other video clips on here too. There's also pictures I'm going to show you as well, just to put the pictures out there. Let me see if this gives any other visual.
And now we continue our live team.
The other side of this apartment complex. Deborah, it certainly has been intense. As Sarah mentioned, I'm on the other side of this apartment complex right behind me. You see officers right here. They've been checking driver's licenses. They've been searching those cars. And talk about an early morning wake-up call from FBI agents, because residents here, they got a knock on a door. So I spoke with a resident here who's also a mother. Her name is Kimberly Tosi. You know, she's actually used to be neighbors of the missing child and her family. Well, Tosi says the FBI came knocking on her door this morning, and not something she expected. Take a listen to what she says agents did next.
They did want to search my home, so I told them yes, and they asked me if we would be willing to do a DNA, I think take DNA if they needed in the future. And I told him yes. So anything that we can do to help, because I have 2 children. And as a parent, I would not wish that.
Would you guys give your DNA? I mean, I know it's like the right thing, but I just kind of like paranoid too. Like, okay, I'll let you check my place. What do you want my DNA for? Are you just going to store it in the system or something? Keep it in the database?
This on anyone.
Tosi says agents went room by room with her children there, searching the bathroom, the closets, the bedrooms. She's lived here since 2016. She says typically this apartment complex is safe. This is very unusual that this has happened. She says kids play out on the playground just like Lina was doing yesterday evening when she went missing. Let's take another look at those brand new photos. Take a good look. If you know the whereabouts of this little girl, contact police immediately. And as the chief made it very clear, they are using every resource out there to make sure that they bring the little girl home. We're live in the Northwest Side.
So, I don't know, man. It's not good. I hope that she's okay. I wanted to show you. I pulled up the Google Maps as well. I mean, just to get some sort of like visual with the maps, I guess. Take a look. The Villas del Cabo. That's the apartment complex there. And I have no idea. I have a lot of people in Texas that watch and stuff. So maybe they know more, you know, maybe somebody will reach out, maybe send some pictures of the park. I haven't seen pictures of the park, the playground, but from what the guy was saying, it was small. I mean, I don't know if it would be somewhere like in the middle or between these things here. No idea. It looks like a tennis court or basketball or something, but it could be just something small that would be hard to see on the map, maybe. Or under the trees or something, you know? Looks like they got a pool thing over here. So. Thing over here too. Super weird, man, but definitely we just can't, like in this day and age, man, we just, bro, we can't. It's just too many. There's been multiple stories like this too, where these kids are being taken from the park in front of other kids. Because the cupcake story, it was in front of other kids. I don't think there was any adults there. It was just kids. And the person in that cupcake thing, because I remember the video vividly, like the guy was like, or the guy, yeah, well, they got caught, but the guy was like walking back and forth. You know, like prowling. You could see him walking back and forth, and he finally goes up and makes his move to the child. I wanted to pull up some more pictures of Lina, and then we'll talk about 2 other quick things. And we might be back tonight, 10 p.m., around 10 p.m. There's supposed to be an Orrin and Orson thing, California West boys that are still missing. So, we will be back if that happens. Also, the project video that I mentioned yesterday, that's going to be out tomorrow. I've been waiting on YouTube for approval. Still no approval. It's been over 20 hours. So Hopefully tomorrow. Now let me pull up this group here. Well, it's kind of the pictures we just saw. There's not much information out on this yet. It's still kind of breaking news. This is a Facebook group by the True Crime Sisters. Whitney runs the stuff. Good people. So here's the picture right here. You can find them on Facebook as well. Don't look 55 pounds to me. I don't know how old the picture is, but I just wonder too, a lot of kind of questions come up. Was there family issues? Is there some, the one article said the mother and father are cooperating, but did they have issues with anybody? It's a good thing that they're searching from house to house because who knows? Somebody could have just pulled her in, moved quickly. At the same time, somebody could have just driven off with her. All right. So now let's move on. Prayers to the family. Hopefully there's some sort of something good. Hopefully I don't know, man. I have no idea what to think. But when I heard this story, like I said earlier, I was just like, God, another park situation, another park story. Like, come on, man. Come on. Okay. 2 other quick little stories. So there's some sort of blackout challenge. I have no idea what it is, what this is. We're going to read about it. There's a video. It's important too. I've talked about sometimes some of the TikTok challenges these kids are doing. Remember the Tide Pod crap? And there was one too. There was a challenge that I saw. I talked about it once where these kids were putting stuff in the outlets and getting shocked. And it was kind of supposed to be like funny. Well, this one here, Pennsylvania, a Delaware County family is warning others following the loss of their 10-year-old daughter after she took part in a dangerous challenge she saw on a popular social media app. The latest child death to be linked to a social media dare dubbed the Blackout Challenge. Oh, Lord, where you hold your breath until you pass out. Here's what this young victim's mother wants you to know. It happened to her, good, smart kid, and it happened under her own roof while the family was home. She was a butterfly, says Taiwania, who just lost her 10-year-old daughter, Nyla. She was everything. She was a happy child. Nyla is described as fun and bright. She spoke 3 languages. Wow. Like most tweens, she was on social media and participated in the recently popular, viral, and extremely dangerous Blackout Challenge. It's a challenge to see how long you can be breathless or hold your breath. Dr. Mindy Dickerman, the Associate Division Chief of the Pediatric Critical Care Division of Nemours Children's Hospital. Wow, it's a long title. It can result in strangulation. Doctors say Nyla was at home when she tried the trend. She happened to be in her own room of her house with her family at home, said Elizabeth, a licensed clinical social worker. But no one was in the bedroom with her, and this happened, so there was no one to save her. That's just so weird. I mean, I would think, wouldn't the normal, like even if you pass out, wouldn't your body's reaction, I thought your normal would be to breathe, even if you pass out? Nyla's family in a state of shock. They rushed her to Nemours Children's Hospital, but she didn't make it. I'm so hurt. This is a pain that won't go away. It's at the top of my throat. I'm so hurt. Medical authorities say the lack of oxygen can lead to cardiac arrest. And other medical dangers. It can cause significant organ damage, including brain damage, even death. Nyla's mom warns parents to pay attention. Make sure you check your kids' phones, she said. You never know what you might find on their phones. You wouldn't think 10-year-olds would try this, but they're trying because they're kids and they don't know any better. Doctors say the best way to start a conversation with your child is simply by asking what they're watching on social media. And so let's watch the video. Where is this Blackout Challenge happening? How did these challenges even start? Don't they start on TikTok and all that stuff? Blackout challenge. All right, let's see.
Delaware County families' pain.
They just lost their 10-year-old daughter after she took part in a dangerous challenge she saw on a popular social media app.
Alicia Vittorelli live with us now with more on what this grieving mother wants other parents to know about this. Alicia?
Well, it is almost impossible to fathom what this family from Chester is enduring. This is the latest child death to be linked to a social media dare dubbed the Blackout Challenge. This is where you hold your breath until you pass out. Here's what this young victim's mother wants you to know. It happened to her good, smart kid, and it happened under her own roof while the family was at home.
She was a butterfly. She was everything. She was a happy child.
10-year-old Nyla Anderson is described as fun and bright. She spoke 3 languages. Like most tweens, she was on social media and participated in the recently popular, viral, and extremely dangerous Blackout Challenge.
Challenge to see sort of how long almost you can be breathless or, hold your breath in, but it can result in a strangulation.
Doctors say Nyla was at home when she tried the trend.
She happened to be in her own bedroom of her house with her family at home, but no one was in the bedroom with her when this happened, so there was no one there to save her.
Nyla's family is in a state of shock. They rushed her to Nemours Children's Hospital, but she didn't make it.
I'm so hurt. It's a pain that don't go away. It sits in your stomach, and it sits at the top of your throat, and I'm so hurt.
Medical authorities say the lack of oxygen can lead to cardiac arrest and other medical dangers.
Significant organ damage, including brain damage, which really is one of the most vulnerable organs to lack of oxygen, and even deaths.
Nyla's mom wants parents to pay attention.
Make sure you checking your kids' phones. Just pay attention because you never know what you might find in their phones or the things they trying that you think 10-year-olds wouldn't try. They're trying because they're kids and they don't know no better.
This is just heartbreaking. Of course, the major social media outlets have all said that they have protection in place for youngsters, but doctors say the best way to start a conversation with your child is simply to ask them, what are you watching on social media, on YouTube, on your phone? All of us here have small children, so this is a warning for parents. It starts young.
Yeah, it's a vital question, and as we just found out, the answer can save lives.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. Thanks for sharing that. It's pretty weird. I don't know why people would start something like that. Somebody was saying too, I think Ice Cream was saying, what'd you say? Somebody, it's this choking thing that they used to do. Okay, yeah, Mel, yeah, it's also called Deep 10. You take 10 deep breaths, crouch down, and then on 10, you take 1 deep breath and breathe and stand straight up fast. You have a head rush. So what is it like? The kids are just trying to get a high or something like that? Or it's just fun or something? I'm not saying that about this girl. I don't know what the situation was, but I'm talking about that challenge she's talking about. Well, they cancel me. I don't know. The last little thing that I wanted to show you guys, because we'll probably be back. We'll see if this special comes on. There was actually 2 more things. So I'm gonna do a short stream. This is a short video. This is Sheriff Grady Judd. This was posted earlier today. And then I guess they're dubbing this the Christmas Grinch. Some guy, I think, broke into a house stealing presents. I don't know what's going on, bro. Florida.
Merry Christmas to you all. Well, there's some children that wouldn't have a Merry Christmas, but we're working with the victim and Polk Sheriff Charities. And the reason this 8 and 11-year-old girl wouldn't have a Merry Christmas is because of this guy.
Right.
He's a Grinch. We always have to have one, right? There's always one Christmas week that wants me to present them as this year's 2021 Christmas Grinch. Now, obviously, this guy's got eggnog for brains. because we have video of him breaking into this house. And let me tell you what happened. At about 7:30 on December the 20th, mom, a single mom, leaves the house. And at 7:47, just a few minutes later, guess who arrives? Old Grinch himself.
Oh, shit.
Grinch is driving this newer model.
This story here is in Florida, yeah, Polk County, up north somewhere. The 3-year-old girl, that's Texas. And then the challenge thing, I forgot. I just said it. It was Pennsylvania, I believe, Pennsylvania. So, and there's some interesting things, man. I don't know what you guys think. So a couple people on Facebook are talking about that it's a little weird that the parents didn't report her missing until 7:15 p.m. I don't know if they were searching for a while before they called, because if she went missing between 4 and 5 p.m. and then they called at 7:15 p.m., there's like almost 2-3 hour gap. You know, I don't know. I really hope these parents don't have nothing to do with it. So far, supposedly they're cooperating. I don't know. Like, how often, or, you know, would people, or not how often, how long would you wait to report? I mean, if it's a child, you're probably freaked out, but then you're probably concerned as well, as like, damn, am I going to get in trouble? But at the same time, your child's missing. Somebody took your child. If you know you didn't have nothing to do with it, the child's gone, somebody took the child. I don't know. And Deb, thank you for the stars. I appreciate that. Sorry, I missed that. I got to tweak the Facebook settings so you guys, things pop up when you send that.
A 4-door dark colored vehicle. He pulls up and he goes in and begins to steal packages from under the tree. Okay, eggnog for brains here. Steals the children's gifts. They're only 8 and 11. In addition to that, you see he's sneaking through the house, right? He's in the house. If you notice that plastic in the background, mom's having some work done on the house, but he's in the sneak mode, you know? And he's sneaking while he's carrying her laptop, her work laptop. He also steals a 36-inch TV. He makes several trips in and out of the house. Well, you say, well, why doesn't the neighbor say something? Well, I wish that they had, but she's had some workers there in and out of the house. Should have been a clue when the dude leaves with the packages. You see, at Christmas time, the way things go, you bring wrapped packages into the house. But I guess that they might have thought that he was taking the wrapped packages someplace else. Well, in fact, he was. He was stealing them and taking them home with him. We need your help. Just think about this. He stole $1,600 worth of items from that house. Crime Stoppers will pay you $2,500 green cash just to tell us who this dude is. That's right. Get another look at him. We're also going to release a video clip. This is called The Grinch from Christmas 2021 with Eggnog Brain. And we want him in jail. Our goal is to recover the Christmas presents. If not, Polk Sheriff Charities is going to work with.
Miss said Polk County is not up north. It's near Lakeland West. Oh, I mean, it's up north from me, but yeah, I guess you're right. It's like, was that like mid-Florida or something? Everything's up north for me, but yeah, I get what you're saying. That's true. It's not really. Let me look it up on the maps real quick. Oh, and it's by Tampa. You're right. Yeah, it's kind of like midway. You're right. Kind of.
Victim's mom. But if you saw something suspicious in the Longfellow Boulevard area, which is East Lakeland, please call Crime Stoppers. If you recognize this dude, make yourself $2,500, and Crime Stoppers will say, Merry Christmas to you. Our goal and your goal should be to work with us so that our wonderful detectives will give him a Christmas present. It's called a Polk County Jail ID card as we book him in and put him in jail for Christmas. Christmas Day. That's where we want him, in jail for Christmas Day. I appreciate Polk Sheriff Charities and our Polk Sheriff Charity team working together so that we can reconstruct these children's Christmas. They're going to wake up on Christmas with a wonderful Christmas Day present. I want him to wake up in the county jail on Christmas. Give me that for my Christmas present, please.
How did he get in?
He kicked the front door open.
Oh, wow.
Pulled up in front of the house, kicked the door open, and started grabbing presents from under the tree. Now, I understand that he didn't have a sheriff on a shelf, or we'd have been watching out for him that day. So, in any event, that's why we need you to help us with Crime Stoppers. We'll put the Grinch in.
And by the way, Tampa Fox, if you're watching, you can't claim this video, okay? This is not your video. All right? It's straight from this guy's page. They try to do that sometimes. Lately, they haven't messed around me, but a couple months back, they were messing with me. So if you're watching, you got one of your little operatives out there, chill. All right?
In jail. We'll recover the presents. We'll hold him accountable for his outrageous conduct. To steal any time's horrific. To steal from an 8 and 11-year-old child out from under the Christmas tree is horrible. The television came from mom's bedroom. The laptop was a business laptop, but the presents all wrapped up in his arms here were the baby's presents for Christmas.
You said that he entered the home right after the homeowner left. Was he casing the place?
We have every reason to believe that. Keep in mind, there were people in and out doing some work. So we don't know if it's a friend of a friend or a friend of an employee. We'll be following all of that up. Our detectives are working, but arresting him is one thing. Trying to recover the presents at this time, usually that's very difficult. That's why our charity is not waiting to see if we can recover the presents. We're going to make the children whole for Christmas, because that's what Santa Claus wants. Santa Claus wants children to have presents on Christmas, and they are in Polk County. And I'm asking Santa community to give Grady Judd a Christmas present. This guy, I want him in jail on Christmas. Any other questions?
Is this the only case of that, or could this guy be hitting this poor family and then going on to other families?
Certainly, we never say never. We don't have any pattern of activity right now. Normally, even our well-meaning crooks and criminals understand that we're hyper-vigilant this time of year. We're hyper-vigilant to make sure that we look out for people who are receiving Christmas presents. Hey, Christmas is special to all of us. The holidays are special to all of us. And we want everyone to have a wonderful Christmas. And, you know, I really want, you know, this dude here to have a wonderful Christmas meal in the county jail. Okay?
Sheriff, how angry does it make you? I mean, it's pretty low. It's still kids' packages.
You know, I must tell you the truth that when you look at this guy as he's sneaking through a stranger's house, stealing their stuff, it makes me so angry. I could eat the pine needles off a Christmas tree. I cannot stand it. People taking stuff that doesn't belong to them. And you know what? I'd like to arrest him. We won't feed him pine needles, but I'd like to. Okay? Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone. Take care.
Okay. The Christmas Grinch doesn't surprise me anymore. Okay, so yeah, we'll see if this thing happens at 10. I have one little final crazy story if you guys want to hear it. from another Sri Lanka. Some crazy. I just came across this on. This one's nothing bad, but we'll definitely gonna be following up with this. The 3-year-old Lina. Somebody on Discord was saying too that they live 10 minutes away from the place, so that they might try to see if they can get pictures. I don't know if it's like a closed off place or not. I'm sure you could probably just walk in there. But it would be interesting just to see, the playground and like the distance maybe from the apartments or whatever. Really hoping that these parents don't have nothing to do with it, but we don't know. It's just too early to tell. Jesus, this is just crazy. So the last final thing, I never seen nothing like this in my life. I don't know whether I don't know where the Reddit link is. Hold on a second. Okay. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. I don't want to play this whole video because I don't want these people messing with me, but I'll play part of it enough so you guys know what's going on. So in Sri Lanka, this is completely unrelated. Just to end off real quick. Young man hangs for dear life as kite tries to take him away. A harmless hobby of flying kites turned ugly for a group of youth in Jaffna when a kite also dragged away a young man. Video was obtained by News 1. First showed the young man hanging onto the rope while the winds carried away the kite. The incident is reported to have taken place in Point Pedro, the northernmost part of Sri Lanka, situated in Jaffna Peninsula. The dramatic episode, which was caught on camera, is going viral on social media. According to the video, a highly strong wind condition can be noticed, which is common in the peninsula. The young man was seen letting go of the rope when an effort to fall safely on the ground. However, letting go of the rope with an effort to fall safely on the ground. However, he sustained minor injuries. So basically this thing kind of like starts out like this. I guess they have like this big ass kite thing or whatever, and I guess it's like a super kite. And they hang off of this thing. You think it's fake? They hang on this thing. The Reddit video only had a small portion. Like you couldn't see this part. The full video, you can actually see the actual kite and the kids flying it. I thought it was fake too, but then when I read the article, it's like it's not a known source of news. But then when I saw the full video, I was like, oh snap! Look at this right here. And when I read online, this whole hanging onto the thing and jumping up is like a thing that people do as well. It's like I don't know, kids or whatever, they think it's fun. So he takes off. Bruh. I don't think that's fake. I mean, unless some sort of fancy ass editing. Motor plane? Maybe, I don't know. Bruh. But he's okay though. But he just goes on for a while. He finally lets go when it lowers to the ground, and he just falls. But he's like, all right, minor injuries. I never seen nothing like that in my life. I was just browsing the internet. I'm like, yo, what in the world is going on? What is going on? What is going on? I don't know, man. It does sound like an engine or some sort of noise in the background. I don't know. Something weird about that, bro. But yeah, I figured let me just leave that for last. All right, so I'm going to end the stream, yo. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I feel like I wanted to do at least something. I don't know if this 10 p.m. thing is going to happen or not. If it does, I'll be back. And the project video for sure tomorrow. I'm still waiting on YouTube. And yeah, that's it. And we'll be following up definitely for sure with the 3-year-old, depending on what the details is. We should be following up to see what is up with that. What is up with that? It just disappear. All right. So hit the like button, please. I appreciate you guys. Love you. Either see you tomorrow or see you in 5 minutes. Peace.